Hey there, FatalZers. I'm your host, Yakman, and this is DNA Key Card SafeRooms. If you're here watching the video, chances are you're new and you need all the info, so let's try to get to the good stuff. One of my very favorite things about the FatalZ server is the device. Wow, I need my coffee. Let's try that again. One of my favorite things about FatalZ is the diverse loot pool. There are 3 different ways you can acquire these key cards. You can get lucky floor looting, you can find a flashing mystery box and pull one from opening that, or purchase one from another player. At the time of this recording, this particular server has purple and red key card rooms available. While I do highly recommend going with someone for your first time, it's definitely not impossible to do these solo. I do highly recommend bringing a vehicle, whether that be a car or a helicopter with which you can stand on to fight at least the first trigger, if not also the second, from on top of the vehicle. While fighting from on top of the vehicle is a great strat, I do also highly recommend armor. Even if it's a set of half armor from someone else's keycard room run, some sort of armor is always better than no armor at all. For meds, I don't think we really need anything too fancy. Bandages and energy tablets should get you through just fine. Something we're not going to skip over though is weaponry. You're going to want to bring as much firepower as you can. Now that being said, if you're using the vehicle strat, you're playing smart, you could sit on top of a vehicle with a 1K Barrett and shoot at these fellas for, well, all day. If you're trying to use one of your first kill reward guns, probably not going to cut it, and I definitely wouldn't try this with the bow. Any vanilla guns you find will be absolutely useless for this. In fact, they're useless for everything on the server outside of making money. Now that we've covered the basics that apply to both keycard room colors, let's get into the nitty-gritty details of each one. For the purple keycard room, the first trigger is little green basters, as me and my friends call these little green dinosaurs. They are an absolute pain. They may be small, but they will cut you up like a paper shredder and knock you out. But what really makes these dinos difficult is their incredibly small hitboxes. I highly recommend aiming somewhere for the knees, but if you find something better, please feel free to let me know in the comments below. After you've dealt with the green dinos and carved them up, don't leave those pelts and steaks. That's a big part of the profit on these keycard rooms. Feel free to get that keycard out. You're going to need to activate it. By holding it in your hand, you'll be prompted to left click to activate. Do so, and then you can push F to insert into the DNA keycard scanner. Let it do its little thing, and then press F to withdraw the keycard, which will then prompt the door to open and the second trigger to drop. Second trigger? Calm down there, Sporty Spice. This isn't worth getting excited over. This is literally just vanilla zombies, wolves, and bears. Pro tip for maximum profit, do your best to headshot the wolves and bears. The less damage you do, the more stakes you will get out of each kill, which definitely add to the end bottom line. Speaking of bottom line, it's time to get the goodies, the prize, everything you came here for. Your average purple vault will have 1 limitless food, 1 limitless water, some bandages, a couple bricks of weed, some Pokemon cards, and other high-value collectibles to sell. The overall profit highly depends on how many stakes you get from the animals and player sales of limitless food, but an average purple room should net you approximately 3 to 5 million. I don't know about all of you, but coffee's a lifesaver. Oh, so good. Speaking of so good, let's dive into the red keycard rooms. The first trigger of the red safe rooms is going to be orange robot dogs, robot bears, let's just call them orange money biscuits, and the silver Ymirs. Once you've cleaned up the first trigger, this will be just the same as the purple room. You're going to need your red keycard in your hand, click left click to activate, and press F to insert into the DNA keycard reader. It'll do its little beep boop, and press F to withdraw, which will then prompt the door to open and spawn the second trigger. Same as the purple rooms, the second trigger is going to be vanilla zombies, wolves, and bears. Try to get those headshots on the wolves and bears to maximize profit from the stakes. After cleaning up the second trigger, it's time to go collect the goodies from the red vault. Typical loot usually includes a few starter guns, a full set of half armor, Aurora NVGs, a code lock, assorted gems, bricks of weed and or other collectibles, along with a few FatalZ bandages, could be saline bags, open cans of beans, stuff like that. Selling some of the items to other players might net you a higher profit, but typically you can expect to see 6 to 7 mil per red keycard room. If this video helps and you watch till the end, please do like and subscribe. It would help me out a lot. We're trying to do some things over here, and there'll be a lot more FatalZ content in the days to come. 2024 is lining up to be a big year for the fun content here. I've been your host, Yakman. Welcome to the FatalZ servers, and don't forget, safe travels.
Беги или сражайся, закуска!